in the clouds. We're good. Okay. And if y'all would help us out, anybody that is here, oh, how about my glasses would help? That would be good. If anybody is here that can help us out to share to Facebook, that would be awesome because I can only do, I'm not capable of think. Actually, I could do it while you're anchoring there. Let me do it. Let's see. I can hear myself over there, so I'm gonna turn this. That's a little weird. Sorry?
Are we starting?
Yes, we're starting.
Are you leading this party or am I?
You go ahead.
You
You
sound,
are the
my girl, y'all, she sounds tired, don't she? I got to do something for her. It's
I
our
don't know.
anniversary. Hey,
My
everybody.
voice is hoarse.
All right, we'll get started. This is our Q&A session that we do Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. We do something live every single day as long as the Lord allows it so that we can support people that's on their weight loss and wellness journey. We know that weight loss and wellness, especially in this day and time and in this culture, it's not just what you eat, it's also about what's eating at you, right? Can I get an amen on that? See, that's the thing that everybody's trying to solve is what's the diet? What piece of bread can I stick in my mouth and lose weight? You know, what can I eat and lose weight? Do I need to not eat at all? Do I need to fast? You know, what do I do if I go to a restaurant? What tell me what to get? Oh, I can get Wendy's chili. Okay. This is losing weight. What do I get at the grocery store? And what would be the perfect diet for me? I have underlying issues. My thyroid's not working. I have high blood pressure. I have heart disease. I have acid reflux. I have inflammation. I have all these issues. What is the right eating strategy for me that will help me lose 17 pounds every single day for the next 3 months, Brother Travis? It doesn't exist. Okay. And here's the thing. You need to know what to eat, but you also need something else. Now get ready, Sasha. You're with me today. You're going to start seeing the messages that say, can he just move on? All right. So watch. I want everybody to do this. You want to lose weight. If I give you something that will help you lose a pound a day that's not food, and it takes less than 7 seconds, would you do it? If you could lose up to a pound a day and it's not food and it takes less than 7 seconds, would you do it? You would? Of course you would. Well, let's see. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. Here's what you do. Nobody listens to me. Well, some people do, but most people don't. Here's what you got to do if you want to lose up to a pound a day. Here's where it starts. Are you ready? Now go ahead. Let me know who did that. You need me to show you again?
Yeah, it actually cuts you out because you're so loud. It cuts the volume, so you might have to back up and like
Here's
do
what
it.
you do.
It's still.
That's what you do. Sasha, is that not me? Is that just me on camera? Or am I that way all the time? Because when you're down, when you got more crises coming at you, you're in a crisis. You're getting out of a crisis, headed toward another, or you're just starting a crisis. You get down, you get beat down. What happens when you have an unexpected holiday and you gain 3 pounds and you go, darn it, I quit. You got to find some way to snap yourself back to, what is your vision? What are your goals? Come on and get excited. Yes, you'll have to have knowledge, but you'll also have to have zeal and enthusiasm. Even when you don't feel like doing this, if on a scale of 1 to 10, you're at a 10, now I'm going to do this. I'm going to have some fun with you. I'm going to have some fun with you just a minute. Tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 right now how motivated you are. On a scale of 10 being I could whip a bear with a switch. It's Monday, TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. I'm busy as a beach, cheerful as a creek. I can whip a bear with a switch. And then tell me, if you're lower than that, let me know. So whatever you are right now, whatever you are, if it's any way possible and they won't lock you up, I want you, have I ever done this in the Walmart in front of 50 people, Sasha? Yep.
Oh, yes. You're dangerous to go shopping with.
Darla, that's where I did it. See, God is trying to show you right now. I did it by the strawberries. I put my hands in there and I said, blessed be the name of the Lord at all times. Now, everybody, and visualize your goals, your highest and best self. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, when you do that, I bet you went higher. You may have been an 8, now you're 8.5. But look, when we get everything lined up, our mind, our body, and our spirit, we are unstoppable in Christ. We are absolutely unstoppable. We do not have to worry about tomorrow. All we have to do is eat right today. My day today, you tell me what's wrong. I'm fired up. You know, we're talking about life. I want to snap us out of it. I want to snap God's people out of this funk that we're in. I have talked to more brokenhearted ladies in the last 2 days. Yes, all day yesterday, I was on the phone. Would you call me, Travis? Brokenhearted. It's so hard. Oh, it ain't. Look, this is how my day's going to look. Cup of coffee and that birthday cake bar. I'm so fired up, I won't even want nothing for hours. Had my collagen. And then for dinner, for my anniversary, I'm having a Chicago-style hot dog on approved stuff. I love a hot dog. In your recipes that I sent you, I'm having that. How is that torture? It's not torture. This is easy. The reason everybody doesn't do it is because it's easy not to do it. So why are you doing it? What do you want? Do you have the vision? Oh, I've got the vision. This boy was over 300 pounds, getting bullied, kids making fun of me. I developed low self-confidence, low self-esteem. I had all kinds of health problems, acid reflux, carrying a solo cut with me everywhere I went, my food coming up day to night. Somebody that I love calling me a fat slob. I work 12 hours a day and you call me a fat slob. Been through all that. At some point you go, my back's against the wall and I'm coming out swinging. And I'm going to, and then you realize this ain't even hard. And what is it that I'm going to get out of it? Obedience is better than sacrifice. What is it that I'm going to get out of this? What will my new body feel like? What will the self-respect that I have for myself feel like? The discipline that I've forged over a certain amount of time and lose this weight. How is that going to help me in every other area of my life? You are the people of God. You are the household of faith. You forgot. I forgot. You know who we are? Let's act like it. Today, we'll do this again tomorrow. We'll get fired up about tomorrow. Let's worry about today. I'm going to try to, maybe some aliens will come beam me up and I'll be surrounded by people that want to. It's a good day to be alive, y'all. Good day. I can't read. It's probably a good thing that I can't read that with my glasses on. Sasha, I seen you grinning. What do we got to talk about? This is our Q&A session. Please ask questions about nutrition. Oh, I got 2 right here. Can I jump on here and do it, Sasha? So Rhonda, hey, y'all. If you're just coming in, hey, love y'all. We're going to lose some weight. Rhonda, if one is taking the awesome vitamin, what else is needed to make sure that I have the 9 essential amino acids I sent an email, but thought I would ask now. I'm glad that you asked now because it makes it a lot easier on us. So you've got, for everybody, Rhonda asked a good question. Did you watch the Shibboleth Journey videos, Rhonda? Is that why you asking? Maybe. So the awesome vitamin is not an amino acid product. It's a whole food vitamin mineral. You need that to fill in any nutrient deficiencies you have. If you're eating animal foods, only if you're a vegan, you're not getting the essential amino acids unless you combine certain foods the right way, like whole grains and legumes would give you a complete protein, but by themselves, plant foods are not complete proteins. So if you're eating any meat, you're getting all of your essential amino acids. So what I do in adjunct to that is I add a BCAA product. I used to use Catalyst. I suspect I still will when I need capsules, but I also use another product now that's a beverage. Branch chain amino acids is leucine, isoleucine, and valine, and they're combined a certain way to help us preserve muscle and tone muscle. And if you're eating meat, you're getting your essentials. In the 40-day challenge, if we have coffee and collagen at 9 a.m., can we call our day IMF if fasting 16 hours, or does early collagen just make it? So it is pre-digested, so it doesn't disrupt autophagy too much. Technically though, you're breaking your fast. We have another term that we haven't taught on yet called the training wheel fast. We haven't put that in the Dropbox list yet, but when we add that, then you would be okay, because I'll be adding things just like that for the training wheel fast. But for those of you that are purist, yeah, the collagen would break up your autophagy. Can y'all read the devotional for our start? It's kind of a long one, and Elizabeth, I was going to do that this afternoon. This morning we had several clients that they felt they needed emergency phone calls. And so I'm sorry, I was going to do that this morning, but I'll do that later. It's kind of a long one, and we've been having some challenges with the 10:30 class where people are like, could you talk more about nutrition and less about religion? Before y'all all say, don't change, I'm not changing. I'm not changing at all. I just did what I said I wouldn't do because that was kind of a spiritual talk. But we will definitely look at the reading today, and if people want to do that together, because it's kind of a long one, and I don't want everybody here that come for the nutrition part. But I appreciate you. We need more people like you with your heart that understand our real success is in the Word of God. Lisa, what is the category on the Simple Fit crumbles and how much? So it's a category 6 superfood, one of my favorite new before 4 p.m. meals. It's a category 6 superfood. You can have 3 of those big clusters with a tablespoon of hemp flakes if you like. You don't have to add the hemp flakes. And with a 1/4 cup of your approved milk, it's a real refreshing cereal and meal. Do not have it after 4 p.m. Teresa, Travis, I asked last week about this, but the issue continues. Diarrhea for the last 2 weeks. I tried eliminating my Fiber Gourmet crackers. I am taking my probiotics and my awesome vitamin. I'm not qualified to speak more on that, Miss Teresa. So you've got 2 weeks and you've had diarrhea for 2 weeks. Time to go to the doctor. The only thing that I would suggest backing off of would be the probiotics until you find out with your doctor if there's some issue. Okay. So just what would I do? I don't know. Are you eating just meat? Sometimes when you eat only meat, lion and shark days, they can cause diarrhea. But your probiotics, they should keep things moving. They shouldn't disrupt and cause diarrhea. So since I'm not a doctor and there are many people listening who might think if I don't say that, hey, I'm purporting myself to be something I'm not, I don't feel comfortable answering, because you've been dealing with diarrhea 2 weeks. That's above my pay grade. I've got paid like $47 a year per person. So it's a little above my pay grade and expertise, but I would definitely see a doctor now, sis. That's too long to be dealing with diarrhea. You run the risk of imbalancing your electrolytes if you've got serious diarrhea. Becky, can you do Carb Master yogurt with a handful of berries? What could you use besides chia seed or hemp hearts or hemp flakes? Don't use anything, Miss Becky, because adding the hemp hearts and hemp seeds, we're just adding to be adding at that point. The Carb Master yogurt are flavored and they're delicious. So if you want to add some berries to it, you could add a palm full of berries and be fine as a condiment. I don't recommend adding hemp hearts, hemp flakes, that to everything. If we're already getting our protein that we need and you are in that yogurt, now you're adding extra calories. It's a novel concept, but every extra calorie that you consume, this is 5 pounds of fat. This is how much space, only 5 pounds. When people are discouraged that they lost only 5 pounds, I want to strangle somebody. This is a 5 pound fat model. Every time you lose 5 pounds, you're losing this much. Now, every extra calorie that you add that you didn't need for enjoyment or sustenance, you're not fat burning more. You are literally, those calories are going to stay here. So the only reason that I would be adding hemp hearts and hemp flakes to an already protein laden meal like that would be if I was constipated and needed some regularity. I would understand that it's a stack, I'm not going to lose weight quite as fast, lose fat quite as fast, but I would add like a tablespoon and, but it's not necessary. Why not just the yogurt? Why not just do the yogurt and a palm full of berries and call it a day so that we can lose body fat faster? That's my feelings on it. Lisa, if I had the serving size of the Simply Fit Crumble 6 by themselves, how would I count it? So if you're having it as a bowl of cereal, then it's a meal replacement. If you're having 6 as a snack, it would be a snack before 4 p.m. Now myself, I only have 3 eating episodes or less every day now. That's not how I started. So somebody that does 3 meals and a snack, you could have that as a snack. But if you do it after 4 p.m., you're not going to lose body weight very fast.
I do have some results and some new partners that we can talk about that I skipped over today. Boy, last week when Johnny was out, we all felt it last week. So we was all we could do to keep up with what she does. She handles and takes care of so many of y'all, and she is putting together this report for us. And we had some badges earned last week. So we've got the 10-pound badge earned by Jeffrey Porter, Richard Mason, Tiffany Owen. Let me put this over here. Well, I have to look over there to talk to y'all over here. So that stinks. But then we had Tiffany, Kimberly McTaggart, Abigail Stevenson on your 10-pound badge. That's awesome. Congratulations. We've got several that also earned 25. Mr. Bryant Dodd is on this list of your 25-pound badge lost. I hope if y'all are here, then speak up. Let us see you, because we want to make sure you get the recognition. Because congratulations, because that is awesome. Any little inch across that, further on that scale is amazing. But these badges represent certain milestones, and they're victories that you can get and celebrate, and they're a big deal. So Cindy Sesher, Bryant Dodd, Tracy Magyar, Gina Wheel, Tiffany Owen, Mary Farrell, Matthew Watson, your 25-pound badge. And that can happen very, very quick. So that's awesome. I don't know if some of these folks are newer to the program or have been here and maybe re-earned that badge, but that's it can happen very quickly. So so congratulations to y'all, Jeffrey, Loria Ray and Diane Green have also lost a 50-pound badge. So congratulations to y'all, the two of them that earned that 50-pound badge. And this would have been over the weekend. Over the weekend would have earned this badge. And then your 10% shirt, which means you've journaled for at least 30 days in a row consistently, and then lost 10% of your body weight. So you're Anita Muser and Susan Vines. Congratulations on earning your 10% shirt. And we've got 6 people that earned the fast track badge, which means they went through fast track, they took the test, they have earned their badge. Now, just because you earn that badge doesn't mean that you can never revisit fast track. It's always going to be something that you want to revisit and go refresh yourself, because I think I even get to the point where I just want to, like, let me hurry up and go through it so I can earn that badge and take the test and open everything else up in the library. And Travis and I actually this week a lot, we're really struggling with, we all kind of learn in different ways, and we've got some people that he and I both learn differently, and some people like to just print off the material, read it, and they can learn and absorb it better that way. Some people want to be very strict with the rules and not go through the rules and learn it all before they even start. Some people like to make sure we're kind of in a weird place, because we want to make sure that people start simple. You got to start very simple. And I think that we are all overwhelmed when we find out how much you really can do in this program. This is the only thing that I've ever done. The most, people might feel initially, gosh, I can't eat anything, or I can't, and I guess any diet's going to make you feel that way, but you feel restricted. But when you see the huge variety of food, you also kind of go, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. It can be overwhelming. So we all have to kind of figure out which we are. We want to know all that's out there, but we can't have it yet, because it will sort of shut us down, because the very simple things that you can do to start with are probably in your pantry. They're probably in your refrigerator, and you just didn't know how to use them right the first few times. So we kind of do this to ourselves, or we kind of we want to know it all, but we better pace ourselves, because it can be overwhelming to start thinking about what all you can have. I talked to a few folks last week, and I thought, well, in making grocery lists and making meal plans, what do you like? Let's just start with, what do you like now? What are you eating now? And let's just replace a few of those things that maybe aren't correct before we open up to, thousands of other items that you may not ever want to have, or you may not need this week. Do you need it this week right now? We'll figure out how to make a beautiful lasagna as you get a little further into and begin to understand how the categories work. But if you've got a family reunion this weekend that you got to go to, and you've got to make a lasagna, or you've got, then we can look at that and look specifically at that stuff. But I think we just overwhelm ourselves with all the variety. I'm somebody that if I've got to choose a paint color, or like my wedding dress or something like that, like, give me just 3 or 4 options. Don't give me a ton, because it's overwhelming, and it will just it can shut me down. It's not intentional, but I think we just get too much, when there's too much information, it can be, I don't know why, but we just tend to not want to just, it's harder to kind of do in simple little chunks. So we try to make the program you fit everybody. You can either open up the whole library out of the gate, or by skipping the test, even if you wanted to. But of course, we want to make sure that you learn it all and really absorb it, and then take that test, because we want you to know how to use these things. And that's why a lot of times, as we're chatting with you, we will say, if you're asking questions and stuff, and we're like, okay, well, tell me how far you've gotten. Have you watched the videos? Are you ready to, how much did you absorb from that? Because it helps us to know where you're at in your journey. And then these one-on-one calls are so special, because we all do learn differently, and we don't realize, I often joke that our program could be itself propelled, but it's almost like reading one of those books, when you're a kid and you read a book and it's like, did Susie go down the tunnel? Then go to page 8. Did she decide to walk over the tunnel? Then go to page 45, right? And I think that we all kind of, we may need to ask those kind of questions at the very beginning to see, but I think it changes. I think we all kind of say things that we think somebody wants to hear, or we might say, oh, I could no problem learning it all. Just throw it at me. Let me see everything. And then we're like, oh, wait, I don't know what to do now. you just get frozen. And this program is one that there's not anything that you can't have once you have the knowledge. The knowledge is key. And we just want to make sure you get that. You get your ABCs and you start writing your sentences and your paragraphs, and then you can do conjunctions and all that later. But we got to learn the basics. And while you're learning the basics, you can eat. You can eat good stuff. So I don't know why I went over there, but I think I just wanted to say, don't let that fast track go and then be history. And as you'll see, we will repeat a lot of that throughout the whole website. Daily Doses is a little bit more drill in a little bit more to each category and gives you a different way to look at each category. It's not just about food here. It's about changing our mind and it's about changing our behaviors. And while none of us want to believe that, we got to go through that process, it happens, and it can happen really naturally. And all of a sudden one day you realize that you didn't have that same pull that you had at one time. And so you look at food differently, and it happens because you have the knowledge and the power back to, have control a lot in this life of a lot of things, but you can control how you look at and respond to food. So anyway, I just wanted to encourage you, don't think that just because you did that you're done with it. It's going to reoccur and continue to reoccur. So until you make it a lifestyle. So fast track is the foundation. That's the stuff. So don't ever feel like you or ashamed or anything to go back and review those. We had a few extra people that became partners this last weekend. Lade McDonald, thank you so much. I've enjoyed, I know you've made quite a few accomplishments and badges and stuff lately, so I love seeing your name pop up. Walter Johnson, thank you so much for your partnership. And Marjorie Hollenbeck, thank you so much. She's been with us a long time, and we just really appreciate what you're giving to the program, and really investing more into yourself, because there's so much more we want to do to add on to the program, and we were going to do that via the partner section. And we just want it to be something that you can be able to sort of in some way to have certain things you can give what you feel like it's worth to you. And so we're really excited to start bringing these features to you. So anyway, I'm done with my rant.
Tasha, can I jump in and do some teaching real quick?
Please, yes.
Okay, so Ashley said sometimes she has a problem overthinking it and might get confused. Do other people feel that way? Like you want to do it, you believe in it, but it's just so overwhelming, and your brain just shuts down on you. Do we have some people like that? Yep. So let me throw a few things out before I give you a little lesson on that. Okay. How many of you, though, your ears are desperately on the lookout for the next fast weight loss thing? So number one, how many of us on Facebook, we're watching food porn, we're seeing because anytime you listen, I'm going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. Every time that you Google weight loss, pay attention, or talk about weight loss while your TikTok app is open or whatever, then does it seem like you get bombarded with all kinds of diet things all over social media and everywhere? It's on it's on TV. You've got the Fire Stick or Apple TV, and everywhere you go now, it's just constant bombardment of you need to do this for your gut health. Do you have leaky gut? It's just constant, right, Bryant? Constantly retargeting you. So one of my one-on-one clients just messaged, and she said, now listen, she's been doing fantastic for a week. I think lost like 7 pounds. Stay with me, y'all. This is what I have to say here is really important. Those of you that don't want to hear it, please leave. This is life and death. It's in the mind. I think she lost like 6 or 7 pounds. And today she got up and she hadn't lost any weight and she says, I'm just not going to eat anything because I didn't lose weight. And she's in a panic. So now that person's heart, please listen, that person's heart is now supple, and she's probably being retargeted. How many times do you think the person wanting to lose weight's Googled and tried to look for the next greatest thing, right? So she's having a day where Shibboleth worked, and now one day she didn't lose weight. Do you think that the normal person is going to be looking for something today if that would perk their ears up? Do you think if she hears an ad that something's different, and if you come do this, it'll work, or if you take this supplement, it's going to work? So that means she's not made Shibboleth a lifestyle yet. Look, I'm married to Sasha. Hey, do y'all see how good looking I am? Y'all see how good looking I am? Nobody's saying yeah. And believe it or not, when I walk down the street, women just throw themselves at me. And when I wear this, men throw themselves at me too. I'm flattered by it all.
Everybody loves you.
Y'all know I'm kidding. I'm trying to make a point. Okay. I know I look like a Brussels sprout. All right. So listen, my wife, I'm just teasing, trying to make a point. My wife, I'm married to her. My mind is not open to all them people throwing themselves at me. I have a wife. I'm married to it. Just because someone throws themselves at me, wait a minute, Sasha's good to me. She keeps a good house. She runs a good business. She makes sure the orders gets out. She loves on me. She's beautiful. She likes to read the Bible with me. She likes to pray with me. When I'm hurting, she gives me a massage. I got a good woman, right? Now, there's some days she ain't real happy with me. Some days that the sparkle's not there. She's not looking at it. She looks at me and goes, ugh. And it's like, well, somebody else might want me, right? I can't be that way. I'm married to her. You've got to start treating your diet like that, because listen, I don't care if you believe me or not. If you think I'm a pompous butthole, there is no other way to lose weight. There is none. If you find it, I'm not talking about in a week. All these things work for a week. If a program is not teaching behavior modification, that's why gastric bypass doesn't work. They don't do anything to modify the individual's behavior emotionally and spiritually. Behavior modification, calorie deficit, insulin control, adequate protein. There is no other way. And that when I get off this call, I'll be begging her, please don't go do that radical thing that you're wanting to do because of one day. This is why you keep doing it over and over. You lose weight, you gain it back over and over because you won't trust someone like me to tell you the right way. And when you don't have confidence in what I'm telling you. And in a day or two, those scales will start dropping again. Now, it is not hard. Please watch. Please engage with me and answer some questions for me. So let me show you. It's not hard. Don't talk to me about Dr. Gundry's leaky gut syndrome because you've seen an ad. I don't care. They're selling you something. Travis, you're selling us something too. It's different. I promise. I just told somebody today that if you're broke, you're here today and you don't have to tell them that we had this talk. But if you want to, so they don't think I make it up. Somebody said, you make up so many stories. I said, if you're broke, truly broke, and you want to lose weight, it's a blessing. Because all you can do is eat pintos and onions and we'll lose weight. You broke. Praise God for it. It will allow you to focus on a few foods like peanut butter and pintos and lose weight. But most people ain't broke. They just want to spend their money on other things. I believe this sister is. She's suffering. But she can focus on what she can have. We'll go to the grocery store, get some cheap pinto beans and some turkey spam, and we'll lose weight. Now watch. Here's how easy this is. Is everybody listening to me? Where's my bell that April got me? I miss April. April quit coming too. People quit coming. I just don't get it. They chase us shiny objects. So watch. We all did something today. What did we do? What was the first thing we did today? And I want you to pay attention. We got up. We got up. Probably went to the back. So here's Monday, and we got up. We woke up. We woke up. We got out of bed. Probably went to TT. Anybody go TT? I had to go TT. As soon as I got up, I had to hurry to the bathroom and TT. I'm 52 years old. Anybody else had TT? Some people had to sit on the throne and have a glory hallelujah moment. If the waste isn't coming out, the weight's not coming off. Then we should have, you did something else maybe, but you should have a daily method of operation to grab this thing right here. Elizabeth, Dr. Elizabeth, the Lord was in you asking me to read. So I'm not going to read much. I'm just going to share something with you. So we get the word. And today, those of us doing the 40-day challenge, we had our devotion to do. Here's a verse of that devotion, just a verse. Brother Bryant and I talked about it yesterday at Mount Shibboleth. Chapter 5 of Matthew 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. What kind of days do we have at Shibboleth? This is a God-inspired program. Blessed be the name of the Lord. What kind of days? Perfect days. So we're going to have a perfect day. Brother Bryant, what does everybody thinks the word perfect means unblemished, but in that context, in the old book, what does it mean? It means mature. It means mature. It means complete. But this word, the way it is in the text, it meant mature. That's what they meant. Be ye therefore mature. So you're supposed to be sober and vigilant and mature, and you know when you get up that you're supposed to live and eat unto the Lord and live with love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, goodness, meekness, temperance, and faith, and take care of your temple. So we're going to do that. We're going to have a perfect day. Now, at some point, we get hungry. We call that breakfast around here, don't we? Okay. Then, and I'm going to come back to this, but then after we eat breakfast, because some people saying, I'm so confused. After we eat breakfast, we're going to wait about how long roughly? This isn't exact. Four to 6 hours. You set your timer on your phone and give at least let your meal get through a phase or two of digestion before eating again. Food is not our God. You'll feel better. How many of you feel better now that you quit grazing? Food's no longer your God. Then we get hungry again. If we're hungry, we eat a lunch. Then, if we wait again, we eat a dinner. Then we stop eating. That's our rations for the day. Then what do? At some point, we go to bed. It's bedtime. We kind of reverse engineer. We go TT, and we go to bed. Now, everybody here, before we get into what confuses you, am I right there? So we got to get up. We either do a devotion or not, but throughout the day, we're going to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, breakfast. On this program, or before this program, you might have eaten sandwiches. Does anybody here still eat sandwiches?
I do. It's quick. It's easy. Yes. I actually still have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich a lot for breakfast.
In your life, like Bryant said, not for breakfast, but like in life, we're looking at the day and how we're going to eat. Maybe not for breakfast, but do y'all eat sandwiches? Play along with me. Perfect. Do y'all ever eat, now a sandwich, I'm including a hot dog and a hamburger. Do you ever in your life, do you eat frozen dinners, frozen meals, or frozen dinners? Do you ever eat ice cream anymore? Do you ever eat pizza anymore? Do you ever cook recipes at home? Simple recipes. Do you ever eat casseroles? Do you ever eat canned foods? Do you ever drink coffee? Do you ever eat chocolate? Do you ever eat chips? And I can go on. Do you ever eat food? Do you ever grill out? Some of you keep saying, some of the same people keep saying, no, no, no. Before I finish this lesson, can I go on a rant that's going to get me one of them emails where somebody says I offended them and I'm not even talking about them? It's going to be if the shoe fits. And then somebody thinks I'm talking about them. Can I just go on a rant? Some of the people that I talk to that say they want to lose weight, I love you how you are. Okay, I don't care if you lose weight or not. I care for you. If you want to lose weight and you're not, I want to help you. But let's say, maybe you don't care. I'm not talking about you. But now here's the rant. Sasha, back me up. People think I'm making this stuff up. I come in contact with so many people every day that just statistically, this stuff happens almost daily. They got 50, 60, 100, maybe even 200 pounds to lose, and they don't like nothing. They don't, and I'm smiling at them, and when I go in Sasha's office, I look at her and I go, I'm about to put my thing. I don't like nothing. You don't like that? No, I don't eat anything. Do you know how many people tell me they don't eat anything? I don't eat anything. I don't know why I'm gaining weight. Bullshito. You eating something. I don't like nothing. I forget to eat. I can't tell you how many people, and I look at them. They look at me with a straight face and say, I forget to eat. Most days I don't even eat. Looking at me with a straight face. I mean a straight face. And I look back at them with a straight face and I say, well, hallelujah. That's a blessing in disguise. You'll be dropping 1 to 3 pounds every day. Way to go. It's absurd. And it ain't just a few people. It's a lot of people. Now look, Now pay attention. This is not hard. I'm confused. I don't know what to eat. All we have to do is learn what a Shibboleth approved sandwich is. Let's start there. That's the only thing. Does everybody here know what a Shibboleth approved sandwich is? If you don't, that's a good reason to talk, because we'll tell you. So if I have me 2, 3, 4 different sandwich ideas, have I got my sandwich base covered? I need them quick frozen meals, Brother Travis. Do we have any approved frozen meals in our food library? Yes. Do we have approved canned meals that we can have? Yes. Are there ice creams that we can have? Do we have pizza rules for when we eat out and have our pizza? Do we have enough recipes? Somebody said this weekend they were so bored with this program. We can have canned, I forget what that word is, chips maybe. Here's chips, grill out, my coffee I know how to make, my unsweet tea, my chocolate. Yesterday while I was at the center, I had a bar that's approved that tastes just like a Milky Way. So when I get up, if in a week's time, I've got 3 sandwich ideas, 3 frozen food ideas, 3 different ice cream ideas, 3 different pizza ideas, 3 different recipes, 3 different canned, 3 different chocolates, 3 different chips. If I get started like that, and then I get up and do my devotion and I eat, here's why people are confused. They're not confused. They want more to eat than what they can have if they want to lose weight. They're not confused. You can't be confused. It's too easy. The only thing they're confused about is why they can't eat what they want to, when they want to, and still lose weight. Now, if someone is really confused about what to have for breakfast, what to have for lunch, what to have for dinner, will a quick one-on-one with Joni fix that? That's a perfect day. That's a mature day. Y'all, this is not hard. Rhonda says FOMO makes people do that. It does, but they're missing out. Listen, stop with me. How many times have you overeaten and then later been miserable? And then even that wonderful pizza that you had, it becomes something that wasn't good. But if you eat a right portion and you stop, you're satisfied. But I'm afraid to miss out on all that pizza. Oh, think about how that sounds, by the way. Think about, does that sound like maturity? I'm talking to myself so I don't ever go back. But what about the things that you're missing out on that matter? Like riding that amusement park ride with your grandchild. Like being able to bend over and tie your shoes easily. Like being able to go up flights of stairs without killing over. Being able to put on that date night dress. Being proud of yourself. What about fear of missing out on that? I'd rather miss out on eating a little extra, because see, it ain't that we don't get to eat. We just can't eat double and triple portions except for on a holiday. This is a mindset thing. If there is anybody here and you're confused about what to eat, that's an appointment away. We'll fix it. But I fear a lot of people are confused about this. I wish thou were cold or hot, but thou art lukewarm. I think that's what people are confused about. I don't think people are confused. That's a smoke screen. That's the way to make me work harder and make me feel bad. That's a smoke screen. I don't believe it for a minute. I've met with too many people off camera to find out they're not confused about anything except for their goals and dreams. And they're confused about, why can't I have my cake and eat it too and still lose weight? That's where they're confused. And I can't help with that. All I can do, I can help with that. I can try my best to talk you out of that mental approach. I can try my best to point you to your highest and best self. You have to decide, do, and it's done. And I'm telling you, you're afraid of missing out on pleasure. But you're missing out on the real pleasure. You're missing out on the real pleasure. More pleasure than you've known in so long. But you've got to fight for it. You'll be there soon. So fast. We do this one all the time. We do this one because it just shows you, if you're serious, some of the people in the 40-day challenge are going to lose 30 pounds on that challenge in only like 1/8 of their year or something. I need to do that math. It's like 1/8 of the year. Now look, come down here. Weight loss calculator. Let's say that I've got somebody give me your weight, your current weight, and then your goal weight. Debbie Hamby, you don't mind, do you? You ain't afraid. You may not be where you can type though. Give me your current weight and your goal weight. Buffy, 253. Check Buffy out. 253 and 150. And I'm going to click count. Now, if the Holy Ghost moves on her, she can be at that. She can be at her weight, her goal weight, in 133 days up to 270 days. That's the longest it takes with the shortest time frame it takes, depending on if you're staying in red column or blue column. For the average person, that's mind-blowing. But what have I got to do? Do I have to eat red wiggler worms and lick drywall? No, I don't have to lick red wiggler worms or eat red wiggler worms and drink drywall. I'm going to eat the same stuff I've been eating for years, except for it's going to be Shibboleth approved. And there's so much variety, it's silly. Lisa, you could have -2, -3 recipes and lose weight that fast. Breakfast for the Father, lunch for the Son, dinner for the Holy Spirit. There's a strict way to do Shibboleth and there's a more relaxed way. She would reach her goal in roughly 135 days if she did it strict, or up to basically 270 days if she did it easy, the easy way. Isn't that something? Kelly, what are some restaurant ideas for the 40-day challenge? And can we have peanut butter? I don't remember putting any peanut butter on there. if you want to have a peanut and butter and jelly sandwich, the weight loss won't be quite as fast, but you can, Shibboleth approved style. You've got plenty of restaurant ideas. So at any restaurant, you got to sacrifice right now because you can't have the way they serve it, but you can have any lean meat and any category 2 veggie and call it a 4+2 at any restaurant. Don't overthink it. So at a restaurant, can I have Cheddar Bay biscuits? No. Could I have the shrimp scampi with broccoli though? Yes. Could I have grilled salmon and asparagus? Could I have it over the mashed potatoes at the restaurant? No. So it's just following your rules for 40 days. Think about how Jesus fasted, and we don't even have to do that. Hope that helps. I ordered a bunch of items from the Shibboleth store. I didn't get my free cookie. Uh-oh. I didn't put it in my order. I just thought they would toss it in the box. Sasha, did you hear that over there in the office?
I did. I'm looking and see. We did. We may have run out of cookies. I'll check your order, Tina, and see specifically because we had a ton. You guys showed up because we had a ton of orders that were over the $100, and so I'll double check for you, Tina. But we may have just run out of them. But I will double check it.
Yeah, and the next time, write her name down, Sasha, and when the cookies come back in, throw her a cookie in her next order. Can't you do that?
Mm-hmm. I will. I sure will.
Rhonda didn't get her free cookie. How many people didn't get their free cookie?
Oh, don't ask that. You're gonna be.
You know I'll get tore up.
Let me see. I know. Let me see.
Yeah, I think we did say while supplies last, though.
That's what I was about to say. We said while supplies last. Got to be quick.
But if you put their name down back there by where everybody's shipping, and on their next order, throw them a cookie.
I will. So we had, and Rhonda Dulaney said she did not. So
can approved -2 bread be substituted for buns? The buns are hard to find. I'd rather you use a -2 or -3 tortilla, Teresa Hatcher. Can you do that? Or do you really need bread?
we should have made a note in your order. Oh, hang on. I am here. Sorry. It's Monday around here, so it's a little crazy this morning.
Yeah,
but we had
orders was free cookie.
We had a lot of orders.
Thank y'all for telling me. I get tore up about that stuff.
He does. We have a lot of we had a lot of orders that came in. I actually had to call in reinforcements, and our daughter came over to help this week. So we ran out really quickly, and we probably were a little out of order for a couple of days. So because she just came in on Tuesday or Wednesday it was, I don't remember which day, she ended up finally being able to come in to help out. So thank y'all for filling them, or for getting the order in there. And I will go back because she was taking care of those for me, and we put a note in each one and to add the cookie to each one. And when we ran out, I should have put an extra note in there to let you know. And I'm so sorry that I didn't do that, and I didn't know that they had ran out as early as they did. So I apologize for that, but we will definitely get a cookie in there, get something. There's Lenny and Larry's is so good. They have so many great flavors, and we sometimes hesitate to put something in your order because maybe you're trying to have, like I had a particular group of ladies that was here this past weekend that was, or prior to that, she said, and they were like, I don't want to do any snacks or anything, certain things because I'm trying to avoid, because I'm doing this on the program, and I don't want to get tempted with, another thing. So sometimes when we're kind of have giveaways, it's hard to give away because you really, you guys know you're on a mission, And we certainly don't want to throw something in there that's going to throw you off your game. So it's not often that we get some extras or some stuff to put in, but we will, we'll just make sure we'll kind of give you a shout and see what you'd like to have. And that caramel apple cookie is a really good one. It's one that will be back in the fall. I don't know that, but they do have something I'm trying to get. If you'll just think it and make it happen. They have a strawberry, I think they're calling it strawberry shortcake or something like that cookie, Lenny and Larry's does, and we haven't been able to get our hands on it. So if I get that one in, buddy, that one's a good one. I can't wait to sample that one. So, but yeah, I'll take a look and see maybe who all did come in and make sure you got that and take care of it for you.
Awesome. Any other questions? Let's see. Travis, do you still recommend Advocare Omegaplex Probiotic and Catalyst, or does the shopping club have better alternatives? Advocare, Beverly, Thorne, Onnit, the brands that I trust, I still trust. They're amazing. The new shopping club, it's a shopping club, so a lot of people aren't going to want to sign up for the shopping club. In that case, I think Advocare or Thorne or Beverly are your go-tos. I still love Advocare, will always love Advocare. Still going to take some of their products, but the shopping club, they have the best I've ever seen. They've taken so much time with me, even within their company, they're experts to explain to me that they do all their manufacturing. Most of these companies, they get one product from this manufacturer, another product from that manufacturer. They do all their own manufacturing except for one makeup that comes from Italy. It's the best I've ever seen. So either one of those brands you cannot go wrong with, either one. Can you speak on the book? It's the perfect for seniors and sharing. I've got several books, one of which was tied up with for legal reasons for years, and then several other books I've been working on for our anniversary date. And we'll start dripping them and dropping. We're trying to get the attention of a publisher who wants to see, because we have kind of an underground group. They want to see if there really is that much demand for Shibboleth. And when a publisher puts their wind behind the sails, then something takes off. So we're only going to do 1,000 copies because that's all we could order. But we got 1,000 copies and the attention of a national publisher for 2 different books. And this is the book. This is the first one, 100 blowtorch recipes and meal ideas. We thought that this one was a little better to drop first because people want to know about food. So it's got 100 amazing recipes in it and some amazing meal ideas. It also goes over the Shibboleth program, the Bulletproof Shield, what it's all about. And certainly we hope that people will see value in it and get it. It's first come, first serve. Shibboleth members right now, only if we don't sell through the 1,000, will we open it up to non-Shibboleth members. If you're interested, I will send the details over to you to make a decision as soon as I can. First come, first serve. You have to email right here. I've already got people emailing me. It's just first come, first serve. TravisMartin0619@gmail.com. And I'm just going to do it in order. But a reason I'm asking y'all to email me, because I want to show the publisher the demand and interest and the timestamp of how fast that demand and interest come in. So I really appreciate that. travismartin0619@gmail.com. Yeah, Margot, if you want to get some stuff from the shopping club, I wouldn't stop taking AdvoCare because it's so good. And you've already invested in that. But once you're done with that, shoot me an email and I'll share with you some of my favorite products over there. Yes, if you had the original order, you'll be getting that book too. You won't have to pay again. This is a different book. It's called Shibboleth Ignite 100 Blowtorch Recipes and Meal Ideas for a Thriving Lifestyle. Thanks, Sasha and I. We've never worked harder because I think that Shibboleth is dilated to a 9. We are in travail. Thank you, Tina. So are you. So are you. Anybody else? Questions, comments? Everybody satisfied? Bryant, that you can't go wrong with that great product. MNS Delta is perfect for you. Please tell me the silver supplement. Sasha, do you know what she's talking about? The silver supplement?
I don't. The only silver I know of is that we used to a long time ago have a silver level, but I don't know what.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
Unless it maybe it's something that well, I don't know unless it's something that Melaleuca has that we're not familiar with yet. She said you take it for fungal.
Yeah.
It's what now?
She said you take it for fungal.
You're talking about colloidal silver. I quit talking about it. I know a lot of people do. If that's the one you're talking about, it can be very dangerous. Colloidal silver. Some people take that. I know that it's helped a lot of people. I took it for a while, but then I read too much scary stuff about it, so I quit taking it. Now, if it's in a product and not the liquid, it's okay because they're going to dose it right. But a lot of people take too much of it. There's actually a guy that turned blue. He actually turned blue, really turned blue, his whole body, and it's irreversible. He's blue. He looks like he's in the Blue Man Group. Yeah, he looks like a Smurf. Looks like Papa Smurf. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Anybody else? We'll do anything to lose weight as long as we don't have to be disciplined, won't we? It ain't for weight loss. It's more for immune system. And they say it's anti-cancer, anti-all kind of stuff, but we felt it best. Some of our clients go all in on stuff. So we felt it best to quit talking about it. Dr. Elizabeth is on it. She says he did the hydrocell version. I don't know enough to really be talking about it. Dr. Elizabeth probably could help us there. There's too many other things that are safe and effective. And I'm not saying that's not. I'm just saying we have to be careful. Probably the most risky thing we've told our clients about is the happy juice, but we weighed that for months and felt some people really could benefit from it. There are other Franks. Stella says we can't get Hebrew National. There are other Franks in the library that you can have. They're just not as good as those, but there are other ones that are approved. You know, when something's not approved, just go to the library and you'll find others. There's usually several options. The name of the book again is Ignite, Shibboleth Ignite, 100 blowtorch recipes and meal ideas for a thriving lifestyle. All those Shibboleth books on Amazon, I have nothing to do with. They are plagiarized books.
Yeah, y'all be sure to read some of the, they can let you sneak and see a few pages. And I've already made comments on several of them that this is not the real deal because people are getting the wrong impression about us. But there are several, there's like maybe 10 different books on Amazon that they're not really talking bad about Shibboleth at all, but they are not right. And they are claimed to have recipes, and the recipes are definitely not Shibboleth approved. They may be something else, some other diet approved, but it is not for us. It is not from us or by us. And I think you would be able to tell that pretty quickly by just glancing at the first few pages. So it's really too bad that people are trying to get money out of people this way. It's really too bad. It's scary, but that's not us. You'll know it. My goodness, if we have books out there, we said you will know it for sure.
Shirley Grant has a question. Let me pull up the website.
Yeah, I have definitely, Elizabeth, I did that as well. And the Amazon kind of goes through like a verification, I guess, that because I said there was you have to give it something, a star or at least or something. And I hated to even give it a star, but in order to rate it, in order to say anything about it, you had to say something. And so I tried to say on most of the ones that I saw, this is not our company. It's not approved, or you have to kind of be careful about how you word it. But, this is not something that was authored or, what's the word I'm looking for? Not approved, but approved is, we just use it every day. It's not Shibboleth approved, but it's not approved. Yeah, it's not approved by us. So, but yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible to have that happen. So.
Yeah. So Shirley Grant's asking, is there a place to record the steps on the challenge? Yes. We go to our journal, and then we go to your challenges and exercises, and you put it right here, Shirley. Miles walked or steps walked. Okay. And you need to save it. If you don't save it, it won't be there when you come back. So that's how you do that. Rebecca, I am doing the 40-day challenge. I set up a WOW challenge. So how do I delete the WOW challenge? You go to challenges. Then it'll show right here that this is your challenge, and you have to mark it complete or tap out of it. And then you'll get the Diet Devil badge because you said you were doing a challenge and then you quit the challenge. So it shows up right here, June 19th, challenges, exercises, nutritional challenge. You set up a WOW challenge. It'll show right here in your section. And you'll have to tap out. So when you tap out, you're going to get a devil badge because you did it and you said, I changed my mind on it. That's how the system's set up. But if you don't like that Diet Devil badge, you have to ask Joni or somebody to delete it for you. Because that's the system, not being a human, it doesn't know that it's an error because there were several steps to declare you were doing it, and you declared it, and now you've decided I'm not going to do that one. So if you don't want the consequence of a Diet Devil badge, then you'll have to ask a team member. We can't always do that depending on how backed up we are. So, but probably today they can easily delete it for you as though you never signed up for it. Karen, when do we pay for the cookbook? I'm working with a publisher on pricing because we don't want to charge one thing and then them charge another. So I'll send you the email with all the details to the first 1,000 people. Patricia Hurt is 0619 representing today. Today we've been planning this This is our 10-year anniversary of Shibboleth.
Okay.
It's Travis Martin
Travis Martin, right.
079@gmail.com.
Right.
It was representative of Shibboleth's 10-year. We've been holding on to that for a little while. Anybody else? You're welcome. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Bryant, will the Fitbit sync show up in the journal challenges of your steps, or do we have to add it manually? You have to sync your Fitbit up with our website. If you've already done that, it will automatically be included there. If you haven't automatically done that, then there's steps that you go through in your profile to set up your Fitbit. And if you're struggling doing that, then one of the team members can help you. So our website does not talk to your Fitbit device. Our website talks to their website. So your Fitbit has to sync with your app, and your app has to sync with their website. So you got to set it up through Fitbit first. Then it's an easy process to sync with us. But people write in all day, it's not right, it's not right. It is right once you get it set up. It's not talking to your device. So you have to make sure your device is synced with their website. And then our website talks to it. And it usually shows up the next day correctly. Anybody else? No problem. No problem. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. By the way, y'all was asking about the cereal. This is it. This is what it looks like right there. About that size. You get 6 of those as a snack, or you can throw some hemp flakes and some approved milk. Makes for a delicious little breakfast. That was for the person that asked about it. And also, these are good. I had these yesterday sitting in the office. These are like Count Chocula. These health-wise, chocolate peanut butter, they were like Count Chocula. I hadn't had these in forever. I forgot about them and I was hungry. Look, it was like eating Count Chocula. You can have this as a snack or make a meal out of it with some approved milk. There's nothing you can't do on Shibboleth. I just hope you'll come go with us and learn more about it. Because the more you learn, the more you just, oh, this is so easy. You know, it's unlike any other diet. It's not a diet. It's a real lifestyle. So fly to Planet Shibboleth, focus on what you can have, not on what you can't have. And let's go together, y'all. Let's go together. Just call me the new Richard Simmons of weight loss. I love it. I love Richard. He was hilarious. I'm the new Richard, right? Anyway, come go with us. I'll do you good. Has to be a Fitbit, Buffy. Otherwise, you have to manually do it. Yeah, we don't have the amount of people on our team to pursue all the different devices. So we went with the largest one, Fitbit. All right, y'all. Thank you. God bless you. See y'all soon. Thanks, Tammy. Thanks, Johnny. Bye-bye. Love y'all so much. Have fun today. Have fun with it.